Hey, this is Rick Caselge, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. I wanted to welcome you to today's video, which is 5 soothing stretches for the psoas. Now, before I get to the stretches, as you probably know or you probably heard, the psoas muscle is a very important muscle. It's an important muscle when it relates to movement in your hip, specifically hip flexion, so bringing the knee up. Knee towards your shoulder. Also, it works with a lot of the abdominal muscles. So a lot of times when people have locked up hips, one of the reasons why is their psoas muscle. Also, if you have a difficult time strengthening up your core, it's a good chance it's because your hip's locked up or your psoas is tight and needs to be worked on. Now, if the psoas is tight, what it can do is it can affect your low back, by tightening things up, putting unnecessary stress on your low back, and leading to aches and pains when it relates to your low back. Things that you can do other than the stretching is, try to minimize your sitting. If you do sit for a period of time, get up and move around. And look at doing things that help relieve that psoas pain or locking of your hip. And these are a couple exercises that can help out. So I'll bring Jen up and she's going to go through the exercises. And she's going to start off with the first one, side of bed stretch. So I'll get her go through the exercise and I'll kind of break it down. Perfect. So you're on a plinth or a bed, and how this one breaks down is you're kind of lying on the side of the bed. You can take your hand and anchor it here, and you're going to drop one leg off the side, and you can bring the heel towards the seat a little bit more, so you're really stretching out that hip area. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be about 20 seconds. You're going to hold that stretch for 20 seconds. Now, looking at the next one, so the next one is a prone towel stretch. So you can use a towel or something that doesn't have any give, like a yoga strap is good. I don't have one hanging around here, but as you can see, Jenna's lying on her stomach, bringing the heel towards the seat, and then has the towel wrapped around her forefoot, and she's bringing it a little bit more towards her shoulder, and that's really stretching out the front of the quad, but then also with the quad lifting off the bed, she's really stretching out that front of the hip, looking at the psoas. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, same as the one before. Sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, and time would be 20 seconds. The third one is a 90-90 stretch. Okay, good. So how it's breaking down is you're standing nice and upright. You can take a big step back or a half step forward and back, and then you're going to tighten up the abdominal area, tighten up the glutes, and bring the hips forward, and you're looking for a stretch on the front of the hips. So sets, reps, time, and intensity exactly the same as the other 2. Now moving to the fourth one, low bridge with reach. Okay, good. And how this one breaks down, so you're standing nice and upright, taking a big step back, you bring that back knee to the ground, and then you bring the arms overhead and bring your hips forward and really stretching out that front of the hip, that psoas area. And the sets, reps, time, and intensity is the same thing as the other 3 exercises. And then lastly, the bridge pose, number 5. Good, and back down. So how this one's breaking down, you're tightening up the abdominal area, you're lying on your back, you're relaxing your necks and your shoulders, your feet are about hip width apart, and then you're going to push through your heels, you're going to bring your hips high, and you're looking at coming to a point where your knee, hip, and shoulders are in a straight line, looking for a light stretch in the front of your hip. Perfect. Looking at this one's a little bit different, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity. Thanks, Jenna. Sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5. Time, you'd hold the top position for a couple seconds, and the intensity is on the moderate or light side. So there you go. Give those 5 soothing stretches for the Psoas Go. If you are suffering from back pain, I want some of my best tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming back pain. What I recommend you do is click right over here. You just click right here, let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. If you're watching this on a mobile device or a tablet, smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/backs. Let me know where to send you that video and or that report, and I'll send it to you right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comments section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.